Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be doing another Hollyoaks family review. This will be for the Osbornes.
Previously on 24.
Okay, cool. So I did look up a little bit about the Osbornes beforehand, and now I'm aware there is a lot of characters that are involved, a lot of tie-in characters. But I'm only going to talk about the ones that I know because people like Hannah Ashworth and there's some others listed there. I don't know about them, so I can't really talk about them because there's nothing I know about them. I could look up on the history about them and stuff, but there's plenty of other characters here to talk about. But before I get started, I'd like to ask you to continue to send in your Q&A questions to me. All you have to do is go to my channel, click on the About tab, and look at the topics to send me questions on, and send me video suggestions or Q&A questions that way. You can also comment them to me in a video. You can also contact me through Twitter at imatty1994. The link's in the About tab in the channel. Just go to my Twitter page, follow me, I'll follow you back. You can direct message me your questions, or you can just tweet them to me. You can also contact me through Facebook, the link's in the About tab in the channel. You can also email them to me as well. Okay, so I only have about 5 characters listed and then some tie-in characters. As I said, I can only talk about the ones that I really know about. Otherwise, I won't really know what to say about them. Okay, so we have Darren, Nancy, Jack, Frankie, and Oscar. And then the tie-in characters, we have Steph, Esther, Ruby, Rick, and Sienna. Like I said, I'm aware that there's a lot more characters that are involved in the show, but I can only talk about the ones that I know. Okay, so Darren, yeah, he's had some trouble with his marriages with Nancy. He was also with Sienna for a little while, although she basically manipulated her way to pretty much getting with Darren. Frankie and Jack have been married for as long as I can remember. I don't know if they were married as soon as they came into the show. I know that they were in the show since like 1996 or very, very early on in the show anyway. But I remember one of the creators of Hollyoaks said, or one of the producers, I think it was actually Brian Kirkwood, and Emma Smithwick also said, I might have pronounced her name wrong as well. Emma Smithwick also said that they both liked, Emma and Brian both said that they liked Jack and Frankie a lot. These pretty much like some of the really mainstay characters in the show, some that have been in the show for such a long time, like Darren, Nancy, Jack, and Frankie in particular, have been in the show a very long time. I don't expect any of them to really exit, unless they just feel like their characters come to an end or something like that. But they seem to always have something rolling with those sort of characters. Jack and Frankie have kind of taken a backseat in Hollyoaks in the last few years because obviously you have several new characters come in and other characters leave and be killed off. Yeah, Oscar, the son of Darren and Nancy. You have Steph, who I believe is the daughter of Frankie. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not sure who her father is. I don't know too much about Steph. She's pretty much like the newest character, apart from Oscar, that I really know much about. Um, Basically the newest of some of the oldest. And then you have Esther, Ruby, Rick, and Sienna. Esther basically lives with yeah, Darren, Nancy, Jack, and Frankie at the Dog in the Pond, basically the pub in Hollyoaks, the pretty much the heart of Hollyoaks. Brian Kirkwood has said that before as well. Yeah, Ruby is she basically lives with kind of lives with Esther, although Ruby's no longer in the show. The actress who played her did quit the role, and she has left in a taxi. She could come back at some point because she wasn't killed off. But we have to see what happens with that. Esther's one of my favourite characters in the show. I think I think in my top 10 female characters, she's at number 1. It's either her or Sienna. Yeah, I've done so many videos since that I can't remember that list. If you guys want to check that out, there's 3 lists that I did. There's top 10 male characters, top 10 female characters, and top 10 Hollyoaks characters, which I believe was tied into my live reaction to one of the Hollyoaks trailers. So yeah, feel free to check them videos out as well. Rick He's kind of a tying character as well. He's kind of involved in the love triangle with Darren and Nancy. Very new character introduced this year to the show. He hasn't even had himself added to the titles yet, but I heard that they're going to be updating them in January, so I'm looking forward to that. There's about 6 or 7 characters to add to the titles. They've removed everyone who's left, but I assume that the production on that was kind of put on hold a little bit um, because of all of the new casting and stuff like that. And then you have the Hollyoaks game that was made, so they've been pretty busy. Plus, they have to film the actual episodes as well. So yeah, we should see him added to the titles. Sienna, one of the greatest Hollyoaks characters of all time. I'll probably do a top 5 or top 10 greatest Hollyoaks characters, like in terms of their quality and stuff, and that will include some characters that are no longer in the show. Brendan will be in that list. A little bit of a spoiler there, but yeah, I'll have that one maybe next week or something. Because I'm filming this on Thursday, but I'll be releasing it tomorrow on Friday. Um, yeah, in terms of characters that I know from the Osborns and ones that are tied in, that's pretty much all I know about them. There's also Sandy, who is a tie-in character as well. She's not written down here. But yeah, she's also a tie-in character as well. She is Darren's mum. Yeah, basically for years we thought that Frankie was Darren's mum, and then Sandy came into the show and revealed herself to be Darren's mum. She basically had an affair with Jack while she was married to Alan. So Alan's kind of a tying character as well. So yeah, Joe, Ziggy, and I think Freddie are kind of stepbrothers to Darren. I may have that wrong. So it's hard to keep up with Hollyoaks family things sometimes because the characters come in and change things and everything like that. Like the recent thing with Dr. Savage, he's like Dennis's father. It's pretty exciting when you get family changes and stuff, and you get like long lost people that are coming in, like Trevor's long lost son called, I believe his name is Dylan. Yeah, he was cast yesterday. Um, I can't remember the guy's name who was cast. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Anyway, getting back to the Osborns. Yeah, you have Sienna, who basically manipulated her way into getting with Darren. And yeah, basically ruined Nancy's life. Nancy was no longer able to see her family. She had to get divorced from Darren, although she's married back to Darren now. I heard they're going to split up again, and then Nancy's going to get with Rick. And then Darren is actually going to find a new partner next year, so it should be pretty exciting to see who that is. I hope it's a completely new character. I hope it's not someone who is already in the show, although I don't mind. Um, yeah, in terms of my review of the Osborns, I think that pretty much wraps that up. As I said, I can't really go over all the characters because I don't know enough about them. And yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked it, please thumb it up. If you want to help support the channel, please share it, please favourite it on your Facebook and Twitter and things like that. Please subscribe to my channel to see more of my future videos, and tell people about my channel as well. And yeah, if you want to see more of my future videos, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I should have some more videos coming next week. I have 2 Q&A videos to do, so they'll be coming along next week. I have 3 videos at the moment planned for next week, which is my Hollyoaks Q&A parts 11 and 12. And then, like I mentioned earlier in this video, I'll do a top 10 Hollyoaks characters list. So yeah, at least 3 videos next week. I usually plan 5, so I'll come up with 2 more. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. I'll see you guys, because I'll be releasing this one on Friday, so I'll see you guys Monday for my next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.